Welcome to Season 2 of Binge Or Cringe Tunes podcast with Jimmy and Rocko.
Okay, so welcome back to another episode of Binge Or Cringe Tunes. My name is Rocko.
And I'm Jimmy.
And today we have a song called One Time by Rich Smoke or Rick Smoke. I think it's Rich Smoke because it's R-I-C-H, but it could be Rick. We don't know. And I have to say for this track, there is parental guidance that will be necessary. So let's give this a spin.
One time for the bad bitch. One more time for the real niggas. Hit it one time, fuck the one time. Hit it one more time, fuck them one more time. Shorty, she bad, she calling me dad, but I cannot save her. Young niggas smooth, I tell you the truth, I got different flavor. American, I done had Mexican, I done had Pakistan, I done had Afghanistan, okay. What to be fun, I'm just having fun, I'm not a player. You said as a bitch, she find out she thick, put on my radar. Dominican, it's her from Vietnam, it's her West African. I still got a bit in mind, okay. Shorty, she bad, goddamn it, I know. Got me spending my dough, she can have it selling your soul. She covered a nigga that's talking like damn, but she never telling me no. You nigga better know how to tell the difference so you don't be marrying the hoe. I can teach you pimp, I can teach you pimp. You a bitch, you simp, fly like a blimp. See I catch in a glimpse, bend over like shrimp. Make her walk with a lamp, who the fuck need the gym? Why she stuck in the hem? She get bucks out of him, she bring the bucks up to me. She fill my cups to the brim, that's how to be a pimp. One time for the bad bitch. One time, one more time for the real niggas. Hit it one time, fuck the one time. Hit it one more time, fuck them one more time. Shorty, she bad, she calling me dad, but I cannot save her. Young niggas smooth, I tell you the truth, I got different flavors. American, I done had Mexican, I done had Pakistan, I done had Afghanistan, okay. What to be fun, I'm just having fun, I'm not a player. You said I should bitch, she find out she thick, put on my radar. Dominican, it's her from Vietnam, it's her West African. I still got a bit in mind, okay. In 3 days I'm so nigga bitch, I'm a bender, oh. Hit a bitch with a dick is a lethal weapon, feeling like Danny glue. Keep an enemy and family close, and the money be getting older. Now the grass is low, I had to get me more, cause some of the men in cobras. One time for the bad bitch. One time, one more time for the real niggas. Hit it one time, fuck the one time. Hit it one more time, fuck them one more time.
Perfect. Now that we've heard the tune, Jimmy, what do you got to say about the technical merits of One Time by Rich Smoke?
Okay, I'm going to be a little bit arbitrary, pick and choose which technical merit to discuss first. Let's start with the LUFS. You're at -10, which is the absolute current standard for most pop material on the radio these days. A little louder than the industry calls for, but that's perfectly fine. Your peak level is at -0.1, so it's obvious you're aiming for 0. It's quite frankly, it's too loud. You're approaching distortion, and you're leaving no room for some dynamic manipulation over there. So when it goes to, if it ever should get to the radio, you're gonna be brought down. Your stereo correlation was riding pretty high between 80 and 100, which gave your mono compatibility a perfect pass. I didn't sense any problems there. You used the full spectrum of the audio, which is good. However, in your mix, your low mids were low. So in doing so, you might have created a little dip and removed some muddiness, but you may have also taken out some vital information from guitars or vocals there. I can't say that I sensed it, but it's something that was obvious in the analysis. Your crest factor was good. Your dynamic range at 8 was good, and your inter levels between your peaks and your average level was at 15, which is actually quite high. Normally you run between 5 and 8. I don't know how you manage that in your mix, but often that has to do with the dynamic elements of your instruments. Can't say I know all that was going on, but that's what I saw. And when I say I saw it, I see it on the analysis software. It's not my ears that are deciding this. So I would say overall, a little bit of fixing on the tonal balance, and maybe drop your peaks, and you'll be fine. Rocko, what did you think about the artistic merit?
I did like the guitar. I thought it was a nice pattern, and the effects on it were good. The vocals or the effect, or even the delivery, I found it was just very mumbly sounding. Couldn't really make out the words. The melody was decent, and the bottom, when it kicks in, it's definitely felt, so there was really nice fill in the bass. The melody, I found there was a little bit of a Jamaican type flow in there. It felt, fun for the vocalist to do this track, but it didn't have much structure, but it did have heart. It's a jam type vibe, so it's a decent track overall, but would be better if I could make out the words without having to read them. That being said, I did read the lyrics, and maybe it was a better thing I didn't read them or hear them when the track was playing, because these words, they were words without a story. They were rhyming just to rhyme, and some of them were just pure cheese. But it's an okay song in terms of structure, melody, and lyrics, I'd say, but on the dance floor, I definitely grind to this, most definitely.
Okay. Well, that's fair enough. I don't have anything further to add. Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having us.
Good night, then.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to Binge or Cringe Tunes with Jimmy and Rocko, and until next time.